Hi, I'm Beth, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cozy throw. We've used the Basics and Toscana line from Northcott. It's perfect to cuddle up under all season long. So I'm going to show you how to make one block. You'll take your larger square, one of those, 4 of the smaller squares, and 8 of your colored triangles. And all the cutting instructions are in the download in the description. So take one of your colored triangles and align it right sides together with one side of your square, and we're going to sew down this side. This is a great time to chain piece and do these in multiples. It'll go a lot faster for you. So we can get all 4 of these ready. We're using black thread in our machine for this piecing because we've got this black background and these dark colors. It will really help that thread blend in, and so you won't see that in the seams as you might with a white or a lighter colored thread. We're starting up here at the corner. It's a lot easier to start at the corner and not the triangle point. That would be not a very smooth start. We're sewing our 1/4 inch seam just down the one side. And then you can grab your second pair and put it right under. This is a really nice way to save thread, not wasting a lot of thread in between and cutting, and also a great time saver. Once you've cut apart your squares, then you can press the seams open, and then we'll add our second triangles. Next, we'll add the remaining 4 triangles. So we're adding it to this edge of our unit. You'll align the corners, right sides together, and this will overlap a little bit. With these, we're sewing this side, but to avoid starting at the point, we can flip them over. And then we can start on the square edge. That'll just be a little bit easier. And we can chain piece these again. If you're using a 1/4 inch foot with a guide like I am, I like to stop with the needle down and lift it up and just tuck that point under so it doesn't get twisted. Next, we'll sew our triangle units to our center square. So we're going to sew the 2 opposite ones on first, and we've folded in half our square and pressed it so we have a guide of where to align that center point on our triangle unit with the square. On this piece, there's no way to avoid starting at the point, so it's a good idea to use a little piece of leader strip. It can be any just scrap fabric. It just helps get a smooth start. Next, we'll add the top and bottom triangles. Again, we've got that pressed line to help us align those triangles in the right spot. So here's our finished block. You'll make 59 of these total for the quilt. So we've laid out 9 blocks here so you can get an idea of what this looks like. I love the secondary pattern that forms in the corners with these 4 black squares. And since this quilt is on point, once you get the arrangement you'll sew those together in diagonal rows. So our quilt top is quilted and it's ready to be bound. This is a really fun quilt to play around with some different thread colors. Each of these squares is quilted in a different color. And the So Happy box from Coats & Clark has 32 spools. It's a great way to use some of those fun colors, and it would also be a really great gift. This is a really versatile quilt design. We've made some up in this Cardinal Woods collection by Northcott, and it is so fun to feature these motifs in the centers. Just keep in mind when you're laying out your quilt that these are on point, so just make sure they're all facing the right direction. This color cross quilt goes together pretty quickly with chain piecing. So you can make it in Christmas or in a nice basics line and use it all year round.